Good afternoon, everybody. Shall we start the session? Okay, great. My afternoon session is about abstraction and interfaces. As of now, you have learned so far about how to use data types and operators. You have used class. You have known about classes, objects, and methods, and you have also in the morning you have learned about polymorphism and inheritance. In today's session, in this session, we are going to cover about the concepts of abstraction and interfaces. Prerequisites: you should have Java installed on your computer. You should have the knowledge of variables, data types, and operators. Operators, basic programming in Java, classes and objects in Java. What is abstraction? Abstraction is an object-oriented concept which helps to hide the irrelevant data of an object. Abstraction is to separate the functions and properties that logically can separate it to a separate entity which the main type depends on. Abstract class. What is an abstract class? An abstract class is an incomplete class. It has missing method bodies. Abstract class is a class which has one or more methods which has to be implemented by the subclasses. You cannot instantiate an abstract class. Means you cannot create an object of abstract class. You in an abstract class you can have 3 or 4 functions, and out of those 3 or 4 functions you can define 2 functions. You can for the other 2 functions you have to leave it as it is for the child classes to implement that abstract class. If the child class implements all the methods in the abstract class, then it is then the child class can be instantiated, and otherwise if the child class doesn't implement all the methods, all the abstract methods, if it doesn't implement all the abstract methods and leaves 1 or 2, then the child class will also become an abstract class. Once again, another class has to implement all those classes to make that abstract class complete. You declare sometimes you can declare an abstract class. You can declare a class abstract with no abstract methods. In order to make that to prevent that class to be instantiated, you can declare a class as an abstract. You must declare the abstract class with the keyword abstract. The syntax is abstract, small letters, abstract class, my class. An abstract method is a method that is declared without implementation. You have to put abstract word before the method and a semicolon. And also that abstract methods shouldn't be private. If the abstract methods are private, then it is not possible for the class to implement. So all the abstract methods should be public or protected, not private. If a class includes abstract method, the class itself must be declared abstract. Suppose inside a class, if you want to declare any abstract method, then the class should also be declared abstract. Now let's see an example. Suppose there is an abstract class called graphic object, or let's take about let's take shapes. instead of instead of taking graphic objects, we will take shape, and you have to declare an abstract class. Before class you have to type abstract. Uh, let's our abstract class name as shapes. Let's take two variables int x comma y. In the instead of having I will write int get. This is not an abstract method. We will declare x equal to new x, y equal to new y. We will have two abstract methods. One is area, another one is volume. We have created an abstract class called shapes with the variables x comma y and with abstract methods area and volume. We are leaving this area and volume to be implemented by the child classes. Let's take one child class as rectangle, and it has to extend that abstract class. Let it be shapes. Instead of we'll get the wide area. So here we are deriving x. We are inheriting the variables x and also the variable y, and we are overwriting the function area. Suppose if we don't want, if there is nothing like volume for the rectangle, so we can, if we want to implement that function, we can just leave that as with open braces. If we don't do this thing, then once again this class, if we don't do this thing, once again class rectangle will also become an abstract class. So for the if we want to so here we create main method. In the main method, we will take rectangle object. I am taking 11 and 22 as the length and breadth, and I am implementing r dot area. So we have written, we have wrote main method. In the main method we have wrote getters, and we have also wrote area. So rectangle class has inherited x and y, and also it has inherited area get method, and it is overwriting this area method and volume method. If we don't want to implement any method, and if we don't want rectangle to be an not to be an abstract class, then you can just have open brace and closing brace, so that we can think of it as an defined one. If we want once again rectangle to be an abstract class, then we can just leave it this thing as it is. Let's see how it will get executed. Now I am sharing the command prompt. So we will see what will be the output. So we got the output as area of the rectangle as 242. So this is how we have to implement the abstract class. This is the declaration of abstract class. This is the declaration of abstract method, and this is how we can use abstract classes. Now go for the, now we once again come to the PPT, and there's time for workout. This is the task. This is the task. So please work on this task for 20 minutes. I will be back in 20 minutes. If you have any doubts, I will clarify in the next 20 minutes. Okay? Or should I continue with the interfaces, and should I continue with the interfaces? Later you will work on this task. Please let me know which one is fine for you. Do you want time for the task, or should I continue with the interfaces and later you will work on the task? Okay, I will continue with the interfaces, and after the completion of interfaces, you can take a break and later you work on the task here. Okay, I will continue with the interfaces now. An interface declares, an interface is a class template where where you have only method declarations and no variables. An interface doesn't supply any body to those methods. It is a generic template, and all the methods in it are abstract methods. And it contains methods which are implicitly public static final. All the methods are implicitly public and abstract. You can add these qualifiers if you like. You cannot instantiate an interface just like as it is an abstract class. An interface is like very abstract class. None of these methods are defined. The main advantage of interfaces is that you can implement multiple inheritance. You can have multiple inheritance. This is achieved. Let's say there are two interfaces. Main thing with the interfaces is that if you want to implement an interfaces, all the methods in an interface have to be implemented by the child class. Let's say there are two interfaces A and B. In both A and B, there is a function called f. Anyhow, even though the name of the function is same, the child class will override the function. Interface is like a template, so it doesn't take care what its methods are. So multiple inheritance, the issue with the diamond problem is solved using using interfaces. So anyhow, the method that is there in both the interfaces will be overridden anyhow in the child class. So, and interface is a generic template. It doesn't have any variables, or it doesn't have any character or property. That's why there is no issue with the implementation of that thing. It is just like a declaration of methods under one roof. Another thing is the properties between abstract class and interfaces are very much similar. Like let's say if the class doesn't implement all the methods in the all the methods of an interface, then it will become an abstract class. So we can't instantiate an object of the child class which doesn't implement all the methods of an interface. And this is the second workout. Before that, I will if let's now I am sharing the example. Here we have an example problem where interface shape and we have public double area and public double volume. By implicitly the methods inside interface are and public and abstract. So there are two methods, public double area and public double volume. So we will take a cube which is implementing shape. We have to use implements for shape. We have to use implements as a keyword for shape. Sorry, interfaces. Implement is the word you have to use for implementing interfaces. So we will take two variables int x comma y. In the interface there are no variables. There will be only public and abstract methods. You have to inherit those methods. In addition to the methods you have there, you have to in addition to the methods you can declare and define other methods also. Let's say the area. Let's say the 6. Let's take the I have defined the area of cube. I am defining the area of I am defining the volume. Now I am creating the object of cube. And I am calling the area function. I am assigning the variable I declared a cube object V, and I am creating a new function where I can assign the variable x. I am assigning variable x a to x. Balama, how to zoom? Idea है हाँ हाँ एडिट प्लस अकाउंट फॉन्ट right, I am increasing the font size. Control data. Control. हाँ हाँ I created a getter function in which assign a to x. So I have created an interface shape in which there are two abstract methods. Here in the interface there is no need to declare, no need to write abstract before the methods, because by implicitly they are the abstract methods. So now I have created a class Q which is implementing shape. In that there are four methods. One is get. In this method I am assigning the value to x, and in the second method I am calculating the area of the cube, and in the third method I am calculating the volume of the cube. In the fourth method I have created an object of cube B, and I have assigned 10 as the size of the length of cube, and I am calculating the area and volume of the cube. Now let's run the program. So you can see you can see the output of the, we have given size as 10 and the area of the cube is 600 and the volume of the cube is 1000. So please work on the task. Let's take a break for 15 minutes and you can and after that you can work on the task. You can download this document after 15 minutes. If you have any doubts, I will clarify. Let's take a break for 15 minutes and after that you can work on the tasks given. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm adding the PPTs and the example Java files into the portal. I'm sharing the Firefox. You can see the files that are getting uploaded. PPT and afternoon examples into the portal. Please check your portal for downloading those files and work on the task. I will put a link for I will put an upload link over here for uploading your task. Please let me know if you have any doubts or clarification. We are putting assignment upload links in the portal. Please log in into the portal and upload your completed task.